Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. I swear to God, I put more and more effort into the word building every single time, and yeah, I will continue to do so. Today we're on the page of Alfredo Morelos. I'm slowly working down my list of players you guys wanted to see. If you got any more, drop them in the comments. I'll add them to my list and slowly work my way through them. He's had a bloody good career, to be honest, hasn't he, really? He's been at Rangers for, what, 12 years now? 300 appearances, a goal every other game. From what I can tell from his stats as well, like, I mean, the lad's basically hit 10 goals a season every year except last year, which is bloody impressive, I gotta say, including over in the Ekstraklasa over in Finland. So, hey, been a good signing for Rangers, it's fair to say. I mean, look at some of these stats, 23 goals in the league in 1 year. This guy has been pretty damn solid. Look at the number of assists as well. Pretty cool. Also, it's not the start of the week, but I forgot to do it at the start of the week. It's time to thank new patrons, or rather, just an upped pledge from Connor Beck. So seriously, thank you for that, and everyone else over there as well. With the way YouTube is at the moment, Patreon really is keeping the channel going at the moment. So genuinely, thank you for allowing me to do this, is all I can say on that one. So yeah, and everyone just watching the videos as well, though, seriously. The fact that you guys are still interested in this save 11 seasons in is pretty ridiculous, but also I bloody love it, so thank you. After save scumming youth intakes for over 100 times recently, I found out the players coming through the affiliate clubs are always terrible. In my case, after 100 times, I had one guy with 3-star potential, and that was it. That's, of course, referring to the foreign players coming through your youth academies from those special affiliate intakes. I've had a lot of conflicting information. Someone said they got a lot in FM18, but they've had none when they had the same situation on FM19, so maybe there's just a bit of a glitch with it in FM19 where they don't appear at all. I don't know. If anyone can update me on that. I know it's been a long-running saga, this, but I'm still very interested in this part of the game because it's not something I've ever really looked that much into. So Vicky going full-on amateur mode on FIFA at the beginning of that episode. I said it before about goalkeeper ratings, but it's the madness that 15 save equals a 7.2. Yeah, I still think that all they need to do is just adjust it so that, like, a save nudges up the rating a tiny little bit, you know? I mean, and also the way that defenders, generally speaking, if you get a clean sheet, the longer the match goes on, the more their rating goes up just by not conceding a goal. And I feel like that should apply to goalkeepers too, even if they've not made a save. Fair enough, if they make less saves, don't give them as high a rating. But to me, if you're getting clean sheet after clean sheet, you're still doing your job. What more can you do as a keeper? I thought you were supposed to help the other Polish sides, not sell them Valerie. Yeah, well, to be fair, if there was anyone I would sell it to, it is GKS, because they are an absolute meme of a club. Speaking of, can you show us the £14 million player? Yes, I think I might have done it in one of the previous episodes, but I might have had to cut it out for time, so if I haven't, here we go. Out of interest, they actually spent 16 million because obviously there's Valerie and some other stuff in here. But here he is. This is Ismail Afranio. He is the player they brought in for £14 million. Like, don't get me wrong, he's brilliant, but what are you doing? GKS Katowice's board must be rolling around in all their money but have no idea how to actually run a football club. I now have a theory. I'm convinced that the owner of GKS isn't actually one person, but two children stacked on top of each other wearing a trench coat. That's the only thing that I can explain their spending sprees and lack of business nous. I'm surprised you want youth players whose home country is outside Poland, since you eventually want to coach the national team. It's not so much that I want them, I just think it's interesting and cool when that sort of stuff happens, basically. That's all it is. Speaking of the Polish national team, I've decided that I definitely want the job when it appears. Now, when it does happen, hopefully, because it could still not happen, it's going to be like a separate series that's going to run alongside in parallel. That way it doesn't distract from this stuff, but it will just come along. But also I want to do a slightly different approach where I'm a bit more detailed with the Polish national team stuff, so it's more in-depth, basically, because there's less games, so I feel like I can put a bit more detail into it, basically, kind of like I did with Belgium back in the day. But also, I want to try some different styles of video out for maybe future series, because I feel like I've tried to up the pace a bit this time around, and I feel like we're losing a little bit of the story sometimes when I do that, and I might slow it down for a series as well to try and really do some in-depth stuff, so you get more analysis stuff and more depth, but also more story, and I feel like that's important too. So yeah, I definitely want to do that as well. Right, a couple of games off camera, and then it's Sociedad time. First up, away at Cracovia, a hat-trick for Victor Hugo, one from the penalty spot, one from Vignjevic, absolute thumping. Victor Hugo has been absolutely on fire this season, and I believe that PPM is responsible. Next, we got very fortunate to get past Wisła in the Cup despite the number of shots and chances we had. Kevin's 109th minute winner sends us through in the Cup. That was practically a full-strength team as well. And then we finally conceded our first goal of the season. Lima scored for Swansk. Thankfully, we were able to turn it around with goals from Anthony Campagnaro and Bunyamin Eichelkamp. And yeah, we kind of needed to do that, frankly, because we're not actually as far clear as you'd think. Incredibly, we're still only 7 points clear despite winning 13 out of 14. Lechia are having a really good year. Lech up there too. Gornik. Victor Hugo, though, top scorer. 14 goals this season already, which is mental. Having him with that PPM of gets into opponent's area is just the next biggest thing. Amazingly, GKS have already sacked their manager. And I want Lisik to get that PPM because I think that could take him to the next level as well, because that 14 goals this year, I think he could get 30 in the league. And he's not even playing every game. Now, Sociedad today, because there has been some developments. The main development is the fact that City beat Dortmund 2-1, which means if we can beat Sociedad today, we'll go 4 points above Dortmund and 3 above Sociedad. And we'd have the better head-to-head over Sociedad, which would basically all but confirm potentially third spot unless they came up with something magical. So that's a good sign. Now we're going to need to do quite the switcheroo, but that's fine. We can sort this. Okay, we definitely don't want that. Victor Hugo, he has to play today. He's played so well recently. Lisik, he's great, but he needs to get that PPM. My main concern is the right-hand side with the lack of Peralta. We're going to have to play Campagnaro, who is a bit on the knackered side, which is a shame, but what can you do? Everybody else I'm pretty happy with, though. Hugo, Jovanovic, Svigawa, Orozco and Silva, not too bad. Bang and Freitas, is that the sort of... yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're actually... Oh, wow, Vinjevic has had a good season so far. But we don't want Iglesias in goal, we want Franceschi, of course. So on the bench, we've got Osito, Vinjevic, Lisik, Luis, Pandorovic, Militic, and Kevin. One thing I would say is they do look a bit knackered from the opposition instruction screen, so that could play into our hands a tiny little bit if we just keep the ball and keep passing, you know? There's a lot on the line here. We didn't manage to score against them in the away leg. Well, you know what I mean when I say leg. But we did create opportunities and could have potentially won it, but it was a very tight game either way. Today, however, we are at home, though, so you'd like to think we can stamp ourselves in the game a little bit more, maybe. Stamler, we need a good cross to the back post, cleared away. But we're putting the pressure on nice and early here. Jovanovic will probably shoot. No. Silva, look at this. We've got a lot of men forward, but this could catch us on the break, unfortunately. Stamler, ball in. Zvigawa's header at Nunez, but really, really strong start to the match. Hugely like that. Here we go again. Belmonte goes short. Sandberg's there. Back for Belmonte. Get your tackles in, lads. Do not like... Oh, here we go, Zvigawa. Not really the man you want leading the charge here. He's not the paciest lad, but he's lost the ball. Doesn't matter. Campagnaro has got a bit of pace about him, though. Can he dig one out to the back post, maybe for Victor Hugo? Orozco. Jovanovic, that's really nice link up. Albarracin, ball back post, Campagnaro clears. Stamler, he gets forward so well. Orozco, Stamler's in again, goes for Jovanovic, saved by Nunez. It's really encouraging so far, is what I would say. We're second, we're always getting to the ball before them. Victor Hugo, it's through. Zvigawa bends one wide of the post, that was a chance. Well, I mean, his first half's go, that was actually pretty good, a dominant performance, creating all the opportunities, but we didn't find the goal, and that's the problem right now. I'm tempted to stop focusing the play through the middle and go to more direct passing. I don't want to push the tempo any higher because we're missing too many shots already. I feel like we'd have a real chance at coming bottom of this group if we don't win this match. Victor Hugo pulls it back across and bang! That's definitely offside, surely. Yeah. It's going to be disallowed. They're always disallowed, aren't they? We haven't seen the replay, which is how we know. Yes! Lasse Bang scores his... Usually they show the replay before, and that's how you know. No, he's definitely onside. Lasse Bang at the far post. Polonia Warszawa 1, Real Sociedad 0. That's all we needed. I feel like if we were to win this match based on the way it's been, it would be a deserved win. But we're not over the line yet. 12 minutes to go. 1-0 up against Sociedad. This would be a huge moment in the season. Campagnaro, go on, find Lisik. He's making the run, I think. Stamler, maybe he can find him. Oh, lovely little bit of just stretching his legs. Jovanovic, maybe a long ranger. He's through! Good save from Nunez. But how many subs have they got? Goni's free kick. Franceschi! What a double save! Franceschi might well have just rescued us from the match. That's their first actual opportunity. Oh, God, are they coming at us now? Gonzalez. Cleared away. I think we've upped our passing length. Oh, no. Ugh! Match day 4. Swear to God. Match day bloody 4. It's always this one. We've been so good the entire match. The moment we take the lead, and then it's back to crap again. Like, what? Oh, it deflects through. And then, for some reason, number 39 just leaves Marino, and the substitute from midfield has made it 1-1 here, and this could be... In your own time, son. Lisik. Jovanovic. Lisik. Kevin! Yes! It's an own goal, I think! Yes, Axel Tuanzebe scored an own goal in the 92nd minute, and we surely have won it now. That is so... I mean, I'm not... This is great from Jovanovic, though. Just driving in there. Lisik puts the ball across. Tuanzebe gets across, and it's come off of his chest, I think, and into the bottom corner for 2-1 to Polonia Warszawa. What a way to win it if we do. Oh, please, no. There's more time. Lisik, can he turn back inside for someone? He might be. Freitas puts it in. It's 3-1. Alberto Freitas has scored his second goal in the Champions League, and surely now we are home and dry. Oh, my anger has dissipated like crazy. It's 3-1 up. Back-to-back home 3-1 victories in the Champions League. Nice work from Lisik there. Freitas with another Champions League goal for the season. Oh, God, I thought he'd thrown it all away. We've suddenly found ourselves towards the end there. An own goal and then Freitas' goal as well. I really genuinely feel like Ruben Franceschi's double save might well have been what's just saved us here. And we've won. Oh, my God. What a moment that was. 2 goals in stoppage time to win it for us in the Champions League. And that really could have just put the first foot, potentially. I think that basically means that we're going to come third at the minimum because they'd have to gain 4 points on us. And... No, they need to gain 5, basically. They need to win both of their remaining matches to finish above us, and I just don't see them beating Manchester City away from home. Come on! Right then, so we had a couple of games off camera, as you do. A 2-0 victory away at Lech Poznan, goals from Mateusz Vigara from the penalty spot and one from Juan Orozco to add to that. 8 key passes on the night as well. We also added another new affiliate club for the same thing. It's an Estonian club, Floria Tallinn, I believe it's the name. And also, Lech, these guys have gone and won a Champions League game. They beat RB Leipzig 2-0. They're still probably going to come bottom of their group, but you never know. And it's worth an extra 2 coefficient points to them, which is just really helping us and Poland out in general, because we're going for a big jump this year. We should be able to get 9th back easy. And we then followed that up with a comfortable 4-0 away victory. Rested most of the team. Kevin started, grabbed a goal. Militic grabbed one, as did Jacobo Garcia. And this one, a very nice performance all round. Thrashing of them by 4 goals to 0, as you'd expect. Keep on going at the top of the league. League is pretty much sewn up as well. Leipzig was decent too. But it's all about today. It's us at home to City. I think I might have said that it was Dortmund. For some reason, I got my wires crossed. It is City. We're playing them at home today. Sociedad and Dortmund play later on. This is the early kickoff. So this could get a little bit interesting now. We've never beaten City. Obviously, we're just going to quick pick the team to rotate. Peralta isn't fully fit yet, but I'm going to put him in the team anyway. Campagnaro on the bench. We want Zviggy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, wait, no, I want Lasse Bang, particularly after his goal against Sociedad, and we want Franceschi back in. Those saves he made, man. So, Victor Hugo, Jovanovic, Zvigawa, Peralta, Orozco, Silva, Alborasin, Freitas Bang, lovely old job, Stamler and Franceschi on the bench. On the bench, we're going to go with Gorosito, Pandurovic, Garcia, Lisic, Vinjevic, Campagnaro, and Kevin. We need to have Campagnaro there, because I don't think Peralta will manage to make the full 90. But I really do think that them playing this system is probably going to be what kills us, because you saw how, well, I mean, they were reasonably better in the second half against us when they played like this. And obviously they got the goal. And Edison's back in goal for them tonight. So tactically, what do I want to do? We're going to stay on positive. I'm going to be sure of that. But I do think we want to make sure that we've got a bit more freedom in our play. Because it's City and we want to make sure that we exploit opportunities a bit better than we would normally do, maybe. Let's go. Just realised I didn't have my camera on charging between those games, which is a bit stupid of me. Okay, so, Junior. Wow, Felix, I think that any points we get from this match will be pure bonus. But we did play well in that first half against City in the away leg. So that you never know what we're capable of. Orozco. Junior. Although an early goal for City would probably be the death of us somehow. They've got Ronnie Pickering in the midfield too. It's not his actual name. Miranda. Declan Rice playing at centre-back for City, interestingly, even though he's more of a defensive midfield character, you'd like to say. City determined to keep a lot of the ball against us, which is the one thing they do. Oh my god! Go on, Adam. Yes! What on earth was that? Mateusz Vigara gives not Stockport County, sorry. Stuck in a different save. Polonia Warszawa 1, Manchester City 0. Edison just got caught. What is this? This is some proper nonsense right here. The pendulum of nonsense swings back in our favour for once. Lovely finish from Vigara to get it in from that distance. I'm sorry, City. Run the segment. What the f*** was that? I know it's gone in our favour, but we still have to run it. That is some pendulum. He's actually doing this! Good God. If he starts flossing next time, I don't know what we're going to do. We're 1-0 up at home to City. Oh no, look at the space! What a save from Franceschi. I don't know where the defenders were. It's 1-0 to Polonia Warszawa. A win here would see us qualify for the next round, and we'd be ahead of City in the group too, which would be probably not to last that long, but what a result. Okay, apparently about 50,000 birds are having a fight outside the window right now, so I do apologise if you hear angry squawking. I don't think we're going to be able to see it through again, but we're trying our best. Orozco, Peralta out wide. Can he dig one out for it? He does. Cleared away. Jovanovic. Victor Hugo! Great save from Edison, and another chance has gone begging for us. What a performance on the night. A second goal would make it hard. Alborasin. Can he dig a cross out? He does! Zvigawa! Over the crossbar. That should have been 2-0. Oh, God, are we going to regret that? I have a horrible feeling we will. I mean, we've literally seen virtually nothing from City in this match at all so far, which is, you know, always a worry, because you fear at some point they're going to wake up, and that could be really costly for us. And no, Chilwell. Oh, you absolute... Oh, my God. Well, obviously, it's going to be a penalty. You absolute baked bean. I can't believe he's done that. There's no reason for that. João Felix steps up, and Franceschi saved the penalty as well. Mark Stamler... You were going to write a 2,000-word essay on why what you did was wrong. That was... Franceschi's just bailed out his teammate in colossal style there. Hill's ball in. Knocked down. Declan Rice blocked away. Hill's ball back across and cleared away. João Felix, and it's out for... well, it's a free kick. Oh, Victor Hugo wins it off of him. Go on, son. Finds Orozco. Jovanovic is through! What a block by Declan Rice. We've created 3 really decent quality opportunities today. Okay, changes are plenty for City. Let's see. Oh, God. Zvigara's got it still. We're going to make some more subs in a minute. 20 minutes left here. Jovanovic. Victor Hugo. Can he spit back through for him? He might! Jovanovic! What a save from Edison again. If we get this will be the biggest win we've had in the entire save. Even bigger than the Real Madrid one for me. No! Franceschi makes the stop, and it's a wonderful block again from the keeper. They've had some chances today still. From Albarracin, yes! Polonia Warszawa 1, Manchester City 0. We deserved that. We were the better team on the night comfortably. Yes, the penalty situation was a bit of fortune from us. What a result that is. We're qualified for the next round of the Champions League, and we've gone top of the group ahead of Manchester City. Come on. I knew there were some positives to be taken from that first game against them, and we've shown again that we are capable of performing. Yes, the goal was also fortunate for us, though. That it has to be stated. The pendulum of nonsense swung back in our favour today. Come on. Oh, that's great. And Sociedad beat Dortmund by a goal to 0. So amazingly, our group, Dortmund are out. Sociedad could still finish above City. And we're the only team qualified. What a performance. 3 wins in a row. Is that 3? Yeah, 3 wins in a row in the Champions League there. Wow, this could be a breakthrough season for us. If we could find a way to top the group, that would be huge. Because remember, our final day of the season is against Dortmund away. If we could win there, we will top the group with Manchester City in it. Come on. I am absolutely bloody ecstatic with that. What a victory. Easily for me, the biggest victory in this entire save in terms of the magnitude of it, what it means for us this year. That is huge. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, quite frankly, winning it at the death against Sociedad and then winning it against Manchester City as well through that ridiculous goal, drop a like. That would be phenomenal. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more stuff like this, hopefully, subscribe. It's fun. Join the club. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.